What's up guys, Jason Cardamone here. We're going to cover two things today. We get a lot of questions around these things, which are how do the rotators work? We're also going to talk about the individual tasks you can be doing as a part of this project. So, number one thing, we're going to first talk about the rotators and how these all break down. So, there first of all are going to be three rotators. Let me explain what a rotator is really quickly to you guys. If you can picture it, picture a table of people that are just sitting around, chairs at a table like this, and imagine that the rotator works like this. There's a visitor from the internet coming in, and imagine that they go right here, number one. And then the next visitor from the internet goes to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in this case, let's pretend that there's 11 people in this thing we're calling a rotator. And so how this works is it continues to go around and around, and so the traffic goes 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 11, and what happens? The very next visitor coming in goes to number 1 again. And so if you can imagine that as we're getting hundreds of thousands and millions of visitors per month, per week, per day, per hour, that's exactly how we're scaling this thing. As that's happening, the rotator's going faster and faster and faster, and so you're getting more and more and more traffic over time. That's exactly what we're doing. That's what Matt Trainer's been doing for years. He just never had it in this kind of fashion. He has that kind of traffic coming in. He's never had a group of a lot of people like we're doing for this. So that's how that's what a rotator is. Now what that means is there's 3 levels of rotators, and we're going to talk about the 2 ways to get involved with our team as well, and how that plays into the different kind of rotators. So how the rotators work, guys, is one rotator is going to be doing this out in the internet, bringing in customers to all of us that are in the customer rotator. So you need to picture these as 3 different rotators right here. The second rotator is going to be a BA, or a business associate rotator. That's going to be bringing in reps or business associates. A business associate is someone who can go out and give free toolbars away, of which some customers will upgrade, of which money comes in, and even if they don't upgrade, you still make money on even the free cash back that they save. The third rotator is the one at partners, churches, charities. This is where you could go to a church if they want to give this free toolbar out to their entire congregation, all their members. The members are now saving money. The church is getting 25, or actually in this case 30% of the commissional revenue of what those members save. So the church is making money, the members are saving money, the church had to pay nothing because they're a charity, 501c3 type of a thing. There are qualifications. You need to be a member, you need to read through all, we have a whole training program on that. But that's the idea between this. So imagine we are attracting in, guys, throughout these years I've grown teams of over 30,000 people in this industry. I've grown teams of well over 30,000 business associates. So there are people, tens of thousands every day that are joining businesses like this. Not like this one. We happen to have the only one in the world that is as powerful as all the different things we have. But there's people like this joining every day. And so we are going to be marketing to those people. By the way, we have the best marketers in the world that make my little teams of 30,000 look like kindergarten compared to PhD level. So we have that going out there. So we're attracting in people who want to run this thing as a business. We have this, another funnel, they're called sales funnels, another rotator out there, bringing in partners, churches, charities, 501c3s. So does that make sense? We're attracting 3 different groups of people. Customers that want to use the toolbar, some of them will upgrade, which you make even more money on that. Business associates who want to get out there and give away toolbars to get their own customer member base and possibly bring in other business associates. People want to go out and focus on, imagine going after one of the largest organizations in America like Red Cross. I don't know if they're for-profit or not profit or whatever. Imagine you get Red Cross, and Red Cross is like, hey, everybody in the world we know, how would you like to get this free toolbar? And you get a piece of that, and Red Cross gets a big chunk of that. That's what the partner program, churches, charities thing is. There's 2 ways to come into this thing: team member, TLA. I'm not going into all the details beyond, because there's a different video we have for that. You can go check that out. But basically, if you come in as just a team member, which is our first level, the lower level, if you're not quite sure, you want to play, you're not ready to play full out, you're not ready to take it all the way you can yet, that's okay. Team member, you get access to just the customer rotator. And just so you guys know, Matt Trainer, this is the one he's the most excited about, where the most amount of revenue is going to come in. So don't make it think just because if you're not ready to play big league game here and you're ready to kind of dip your toe in a little bit, that's okay. We understand that. This is the one Matt's the most excited about. If you don't know Matt Trainer, go watch other videos. He's the genius. He's one of the biggest geniuses, not just on the planet, but behind his project. We're just blessed enough to be here with him in. So, to get access to all 3 rotators, you need to come in as a team leader accelerator. Or even one of the higher 2 levels, if you happen to own a business that you want to give that stuff out to, you actually need to look above the TLA. I'm not even going to address that in this video at all. Because it's very rare. It's like less than 1% of you guys watching this. So if that's your needs, go back to the person who sent you here. We'll talk to you about that. So if you're TLA, you get access to the customer rotator, the BA rotator, and the partner program rotator. Now I want to talk to you guys about what are the tasks. So we get a lot of this question of, well, what would I be doing? Are you sure? I was meeting with a gentleman yesterday. He's an older gentleman, and he was like, well, are you sure an old guy like me can really make, how do you know I can do this? And first of all, I will just answer that because I know there's some of you that you don't feel, maybe you're not as technically oriented. The number one thing is, guys, I'm telling you right now, I don't care who you are, from any walk of life, you can do the most basic set of tasks, and that will get you a whole bunch of traffic from these rotators. And the more you do that, whether you're part-time, full-time, the more you put into this, the more you're going to get back out of it. So, let me give you an example. My mom, let me put it this way. I'm 39. You can guess how old my mom was. She's a little bit younger than my dad. My dad was 30 years old when he had me. So you guys do the math, because I don't like throwing her age around, and she would kill me. She doesn't have to be here right now. She does work with me. She started off as my assistant, and now her business partner is doing all this cool stuff. My mom has been afraid of computers her entire life. She just made her first purchase ever from a computer 1 month ago. It was from Amazon. First of her life. My dad, he used to be an IT manager. He's never purchased anything through a computer his entire life. So imagine, my mom a few years ago was like, well, I don't know what button to push because I might break it. She's all like freaked out of it, like seriously. And that's my mom, okay? So put all that stuff together. Imagine a baby boomer. That's exactly what their feelings are. And now imagine she's already doing not just the basic level of tasks here, but a higher level, an even greater skill set that is harder to learn. Guys, this is not rocket science. This is not overly complicated. Some people think it is because you come in and there's like 10 things to do. But the reality is, do number 1, don't look at it like this. Look at it like this. Oh, this is easy. Oh, this is easy. Oh, this is easy. But when you look at it like this, you're like, oh God, overwhelmed. I'm just warning you guys before you come in. I watch people do that, and then not 24 hours later, when they get through, they're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then a day later, they're like, dude, I'm getting really fast. And they're ripping through it again and again and again. And these are people that are scared to death when they're walking in. So I'm telling you guys, I'm just giving you a preview of what it's like once you get in, okay? So we have stuff, task-oriented and people-oriented activities. Right now, at the time of this video, when we're still pretty early in our process here, we need a lot more task-oriented people than people-oriented people. So if you have a background in sales and coaching and mentoring and teaching and stuff like that, those skill sets, we need those, but not as much right now. So you might have to set those skills on the back burner for a minute and come learn some simple stuff. Let me ask you this. Do you have an email account? Do you have a Gmail account? Have you ever created a YouTube account? A lot of you, that would be no for a lot of people. Totally fine. It's easy. Do you have an email account? Probably. You probably wouldn't even be getting this video if you didn't have email. How did you create your email account? You probably click some buttons, you enter your name, first and last name, and you create the email address, and you say go, and you're done, right? That's one of the basic tasks we need. Creating accounts. keeping track of those accounts, copying and pasting them onto a spreadsheet. By the way, if you don't know how to copy and paste, we have training on that. So, guys, we have training for everything. We have the best trainers in the world. By the way, I am one of our video trainers. I'm talking real fast for this video, so I want to get through it fast. We have step by step. Take you by the hand. I'm going to be holding your hand. I'm going to be right there side by side with you at your computer. Just like I trained my mom in person, just like I've trained thousands of people over all these years. And notice how I'm really calm, because I know some people get really freaked out when I'm talking all fast and going crazy like the microchip's guy. So, guys, I promise you we have the best trainers in the world. It's easy. All of this stuff is easy, and anything that even appears to be complicated, we make it easier. Like the easy button for whatever, I don't even know, I don't watch TV, but whatever that, there's some red, let me push the easy button. Whatever that is, we have that. We have a better one. So, there's tasks, there's part-time and full-time. Whether you want to put an hour a day, whether you want to put in 16 hours a day. Obviously at 16 hours a day, you're going to get more credits in the rotators, and I'll share with you what that means, because that's number 2 here. Credits, tons of tasks. So imagine you log in, and there's a whole list of dozens or hundreds or maybe thousands of things to do. You go, and guys, we're not going to overwhelm you like that. The reality is there'd probably be a set of like 2 to 5 activities, and each one of those would be, we need this done times like 3,000 today. So who wants to claim some of these tasks today? So you go in, you choose one of the categories, you first of all look, well, how does this work? And right next to it is a video. So you click on the video, and the video is a tutorial showing you, here's how you do task number 1. And let's say you look at that, you're like, I'm a little uncomfortable, I don't want to do that one. And you look down, number 2, you don't like that one. Number 3, oh, that looks interesting to me. So you click number 3, this little video pops up. Like I was saying, holding your hand, shows you exactly what number 3, and you're like, I know I can do that, that's easy. In fact, that's one I did yesterday, and that brought me a whole bunch of customers and business partners in. So, you choose number 3, and let's say you open up number 3 and there's tasks inside. You go claim one of the tasks. When you claim it, it's yours. Now it's your responsibility to go get this task done. When you get the task done, you basically turn the task in, and there's no free rides, guys. You can't turn it in and get credit for nothing, but you turn the task in, and now you get credits that all of a sudden now you're sitting at the table again for that hour or day or minute or whatever the credits get you, but they get you traffic coming in. If you're a team member, just customer traffic, and if you are a TLA, customer, business associate, as well as partnership traffic. And the way you get this traffic, guys, you're not out there doing marketing like I've been doing for years. You're not having to be you don't have to have a computer science degree. I happen to have one of those, totally useless. I never use that stuff. I have studied a lot of internet marketing. You don't need to know what I know. You don't need to spend $100,000 sitting out in my personal library out here. You don't need any of that. All our training is internal. It's all easy stuff. All of this is being handled by guys like me that have spent years and decades, guys way better than me, that are running all these funnels and traffic and conversions and split testing and all this stuff that would freak you out if I just went deeper with it. I'm not going there, but that's what's happening behind the scenes. You get to tap into that countless thousands of years of knowledge, all combined with all the best of the best across all these fields. You're combining that all together, and all you have to do is create some accounts, put them in a spreadsheet. Here's the account I created, ding. Here's number 2 I created, ding, and you're getting credit for that to take advantage of all that happening in the rotators. Another example, if you've ever made videos before, I don't mean a video like you watching me, because this is scary for most of you guys. I'm not talking about these. I'm talking about a video like, if you know the software Animoto, where you take a couple pictures, you throw them in the program, you type a sentence or 2, and you click a couple buttons, and it creates these awesome videos with music and everything right in it, and it looks like you're a professional. That kind of videos, we need tens of millions of those yesterday. And tomorrow, hundreds of millions. Literally, guys, that's the scope of this project. We need you. We need workers right now to go to work with this stuff. So, just a couple real brick and mortar examples for you guys. I didn't mean to get so detailed, but I really want you guys to feel comfortable that you understand what's really happening here. Your ability to tap into these simple tasks to go tap into this. Nothing like this has ever been done. This is why I'm totally focused on what we're doing here. So we're blessing a lot of lives. We're here to help you. Nothing like this has ever been done, ever, in internet business, in any part of business, and anywhere in the world. What we talked about was the rotators, how they work, just go around and around, more and more and more every day. How a team member just gets the customer rotator, a TLA gets the customers, the business associate, and the partnership program. That's what you get, the different rotators. We talked about the different types of tasks, what that would look like when you're ready to go. If you're ready to go right now, probably below this video is some kind of link to get started, or get back to the person that sent you here. I'm not sure where we're using this video right now, but that's the basic training about the rotators and about the tasks. Hope that was helpful, guys. We'll see you really soon. Hopefully see you on the inside. Take care, guys. God bless.